So Streamer University just ended, and the last time this happened, we were made aware of a nuisance known as Rakai. Since then, the new Streamer University, I think, was an improvement. There actually seemed like there was interest in learning about how to be a content creator this time instead of just the shenanigans that took place last time. But I want to take a look at this and see some of the highlights and lowlights of Streamer University this time around, and yeah, let's get into it.
Streamer University has finally come to an end. It's safe to say it was definitely something. I mean, overall, it was just a bizarre social experiment to watch unfold. And this ranges from arenas shutting down the auditions due to overwhelming crowds and safety concerns to...
Yeah, this was a disaster, bro. The people who quit their jobs to show up for the Streamer University auditions thinking this would be their ticket out. You're going back tomorrow and begging for your job back. Fucking fries, bro. There's an Amazon vest with your name on it waiting for you. These people are delusional. Every one of these people is thinking that they're going to be the next Cenat, and for that, they have to go to careers.mcdonalds.com.
People going broke and even ending up homeless.
No. POV, you spent your rent money on the chance to meet Cenat and attend Streamer University, then Kai cancels last min. This is just sad. This is actually sad. You spent your rent money on the chance to meet Cenat. It's like, don't do that. It's like, don't do that ever. It's like, don't do that ever in any scenario, you idiot. Your rent money. The money that you need to live, the roof over your head, was spent trying to meet Cenat, bro. He don't know you. And then, again, it's not, there's just, oh my God, there's 20 things wrong with this. You spent your rent money. That's not good. To meet Cenat, that's not good. Thinking that you'd be the next streamer, even worse at the end of it all. So, and then this person on the right is just an actual homeless person, apparently.
Just to try to get in to Streamer University. I mean, it was a little bit more than just a mess. And it wasn't just the lead up of the actual Streamer University that had bumps in the road, because once everyone had been accepted and I guess school started, things only got even more chaotic because everyone was trying to, I guess, click farm and rage bait to get one viral clip, and it just turned into a massive mess.
Well, what do you expect, right? You bring these people under the Streamer University umbrella, and you don't think that they're going to follow their leader, which is Cenat, who's famous for jumping around his room screaming, okay? Clip farming himself. They're going to act the way that they've seen Cenat act and get rich off of. So it's to be expected. I did see Ludwig's lecture at Streamer University, and it was just about how to, like, blow up your YouTube presence from your, like, Twitch streams, which I thought was pretty good. Ludwig's growing on me a bit. I didn't like him back 2 years ago. I actually think some of his content's good now, and the lecture he gave was full of useful advice for new content creators and people who want to take content creation seriously. So if that's you, then go watch that clip. But overall, I can't say besides that there was much from Streamer University that I was impressed by. That being said, I'm not the target audience, so take that how you will.
I actually hate you. I despise you. You want me to first? I put my hands in. Get off. Cutting out in here.
I see you on campus, Dean. Yeah.
So naturally, a lot of these new streamers chose the obnoxious IRL streamer who causes controversy route, which, you know, seems to get views these days, but a lot of creators might have just ended their own streaming careers before they even really started. But regardless, Cenat...
Well, there's also a misconception that you need to be astroturfed in order to be a big streamer. Like, the idea that you need Cenat to put you on in order for you to have success is actually ridiculous. Most streamers are grassroots, right? They make their own fame. They create their own luck, right? They make their own clips. The clips go viral because of their knowledge of the algorithm or because of the quality of the clip, which is usually some combination of both. Those viewers now go to their stream. They like the stream enough. The stream itself goes viral, and then you become a actual streamer who can do this financially, you know, for a job. And I would actually argue that it's worse to be astroturf and put on by someone like Cenat because you're sort of expected to behave like him in order to maintain your relevancy and your clout. And a good example of this is Rakai. Like, Cenat made Rakai's career. Rakai behaves like a nuisance, a worse, more out of control version of Cenat, and he's very widely hated, right? So it's not good. I mean, you can say that it's good because, you know, Rakai is now, he's made all this money and stuff, but it's just not overall the outcome that I would want if I was a new streamer and, you know, gaining some traction.
Probably needs little to no introduction, but over the last couple of years, he's built a massive platform, broken the Twitch subscriber record multiple times, and launched something called Streamer University. He launched this concept in 2025 with the intention of helping to discover and cultivate the next generation of online talent. And it's safe to say it was a success. So that 3-day event was so popular with viewers that naturally Kai brought it back again this year. Right. Even though after the first round, he seemed unsure due to how hectic it all was.
Right. I'm gonna just go ahead and say I do not know if I'm ever gonna do this again. I know people want it. and y'all want it, and y'all want it, and y'all want it.
But I guess, hey,
And to be fair to him and give him some credit, it's a very creative thing. I don't think I've seen any other streamer do something like this before. You obviously have had content houses, but I don't think those are even comparable. So for him to do this creative risk and to, I guess, yeah, help out, you know, a new generation of creators, at least that's part of the goal, I think that's respectable. I don't think the people that he's actually helping, though, in some cases deserve it. A lot of these people are just kind of loud and obnoxious. So, you know, it's like, whatever, you know, I mean, it's nice of him in some ways. It's not so nice in other ways, but it's entertainment, right? And I think that's ultimately what the people want.
sometimes you just got to give the viewers what they want, despite the headaches that come with it.
Exactly, that's my point,
Did
right?
it again, and this time around, it was set to be way bigger than just 3 days, and with huge names like Ludwig joining as professors.
Let's see who we got. Ludwig. This is a really stacked lineup.
So I mean, hey, Kai should have probably seen the writing on the wall that this is probably going to be just as much of a circus as the first time, because I mean, from the beginning, the audition process was just complete chaos, with people just camping out for days in advance, trying to get their chance to be in front of Kai.
This is genuinely Skid Row, bro. We got cops out here. Look at this.
So the in-person auditions were in New York, LA, and Atlanta, and all the auditions had their own sets of challenges.
We're doing a whole music video out there. You're supposed to be forming the line, bro. You can't even form the line, bro.
So one creator by the name of
The issue is that all these people have main character syndrome, and so they're going to start fights and arguments just to draw attention to themselves because they think attention is the universal currency of streaming, and that idea and that notion is what leads them to cause problems, to cause fights, to get into insane amounts of controversy, and to become insufferable nuisances.
You're supposed to be forming the line, bro. You can't even form the line, bro.
So one creator by the name of Alexis Rivera's posted multiple
That's also how you have incredibly short careers, right? If your entire streaming career is based off of your, desire for fleeting attention, you're going to be always upping the ante to get more attention, which isn't good. Like, attention is good if you're earning it through legitimate means, but if you're having to, start fights and appeal to lowest common denominator stuff in order to get it, I don't think that's a good idea.
videos claiming that she was unfairly removed from the line at the LA auditions.
Off campus, that way. Out. You out. Wait. Can't.
What?
I didn't break any of the rules. I've been following all your guys' rules.
Go.
I don't know what I did to get removed.
But as it turns out,
you
she
do?
brought her child with her to camp out and create
Bruh.
content, despite knowing that the
She brought her kid with her to the Cenat Streamer University streamer auditions. That's cool. That's smart.
rules at the Streamer University is 18 plus.
My daughter's been with us, and she's been keeping us company. Camping out for Streamer University.
All day, all night.
Child neglect, child endangerment, putting your child around the worst people and influences that society has to offer. I mean, we're just checking all the boxes for horrible parenting, aren't we?
Haven't showered.
We haven't showered. We stink.
Anything.
We haven't showered. We haven't been hygienic with our child. We've not been putting our child into school. Our child doesn't know fractions. My kid can't wipe her own ass. My kid's going to be sold to slavery. I'm okay with it. Thank you for the 500 gifted.
Get Streamer University, right, guys?
Facts.
Imagine willing to bring your young child to a massive meetup of young Twitch streamers and have her camp out overnight with you outside. I mean, that is just beyond irresponsible. The desire to be internet famous is clearly just rotting people's brains so hard that they don't even consider that that might be just a little bit dangerous for your kid.
It's also something like 99% of streamers have under one viewer or something. And it's like people have a total misconception on how much money you can really make from this stuff because of like the top dogs. Like they skew what people's perception is so drastically. Right? I'm able to do YouTube and content creation as my full-time job, but the way that I'm able to do it is because I have multiple sources of income, right? I have Spotify, I have Kick, I have 3 channels, 3 monetized channels, 2 of which are currently earning. My Kick earns money. My Spotify podcast, which is from my second channel, earns money. I have sponsorships that earn me a lot of money as well, and all of these different facets are all volatile in their own respects, right? So, some months I'll get no sponsorships, but the Spotify will be up. Other months, the Spotify will be down, the sponsors will be up. This volatility can be so brutal for some people because they'll go from making 100K one month to 10K the next month, the month after, right? And so having some safety net in place and some amount of variance of your income, having it, split up and having it made, so that there's less volatility is what you need to do. But nobody thinks about this stuff. Like they just want to live in the moment. And it's pretty clear why a lot of streaming careers and content careers don't last that long because the people behind them are not the smartest.
Like, forget the fact that it was against their rules. That's just stupid. But the LA drama was nothing compared to what went down in Atlanta. And that's due to the fact that the State Farm Arena shut down the auditions because of safety concerns. And I mean, honestly, from looking at the footage of it, Yeah, that seems like a reasonable call. I mean, we just have hordes of aspiring IRL streamers all congregating in one area. That doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. So some people apparently traveled from other states and put themselves in debt just to wait in line and potentially have the chance to meet Kai. Take creators like Rain, who claimed that she was essentially homeless and was camping out in hotel lobbies until she got kicked out and had to find somewhere new to sleep.
I can see I got all my stuff with me, my tent, all the stuff I was gonna have, and out here, nowhere, like, I don't know.
This doesn't mean anything, by the way. The issue is that I think this person thinks that because they've risked so much that people will respect the risk, but I think people look at the risk and think it's a stupid risk, and so they judge you as a stupid person, right? Like, oh, I'm homeless for Streamer University. Guys, isn't this such an admirable risk that I'm taking? I'm taking a leap of faith. Like, isn't this so cool that I'm chasing my dreams? And it's like, well, yeah, it's cool that you're chasing your dreams, but to go homeless for something that isn't even remotely the slightest bit guaranteed is foolish. So I don't think it's that respectable. I think it is silly.
Where to go now?
And she says that because the time and
like, there's a difference between calculated risk and then leap of faiths, you know? Your risk should be calculated. It shouldn't be just a random, you know, thing where you're putting all your chips, you know what I'm saying? All your eggs in one basket sort of thing.
location kept changing, and she was spending so much on Ubers that I guess it was becoming unsustainable. Essentially, she was doing all of this for nothing.
Homeless, stranded, money lost, spending money on Ubers and no destination. I'm gonna just assume that this may not be the opportunity for me.
And Rain obviously isn't the only person who temporarily went homeless and went into overdraft just to get a shot at the audition. But honestly, like, who is really to blame here?
Bro, Kyle, you got us up, man.
Literally negative 1,500, bro. They just canceled Atlanta stream, bro. We literally came all the way out here from LA.
But he doesn't owe you this. Like, this is his event. He can schedule it for whenever he wants. He can reschedule it if he wants to. Like, stop trying to guilt trip him because you made a bad decision. I'm sorry that this happened to you. I'm sorry that you're negative $1,500 in your bank account. Like, that sucks. You're in poverty. Below poverty, actually. You're... It's actually worse than having the least amount of money. Like, having $0, you have to be like, you need $1,500 to be broke. You need $1,500 to have nothing. That's really bad, bro. And I'll tell you what, that's your fault, not Kai Cenat's.
Bro, I
can't get over that. I'm sorry. Like, he needs something. He needs $1,500 to have nothing. Fuck.
Even get to talk to you the first time, Kai. We literally lost our cars, our jobs, bro, for this.
This dude, life sucks.
Doing everything we can. You cancel it, bro. Like, bro, help us, Kai.
Oh, Kai, please.
Please, bro.
What is Kai Cenat gonna do for you, dude? Kai Cenat, please, man, please. Kai, please. He's not Jesus. He's not God. He's not even Mr. Beast.
This is all we got, bro.
Please. Kai Cenat's a buffoon.
Kai?
I think this is...
Yeah, zero accountability for your own stupidity, bro. And Kai Cenat, Streamer University, that's not gonna help you with those things. Those are underlying character flaws that you need to resolve.
Rage bait? I hope this is rage bait, but I guess it still is applicable. Like, I understand following your dreams and being optimistic or delusionally confident. That's cool and all. But don't put yourself in a really bad situation just for the chance of getting some clout online. And I mean, I understand the mindset because I personally did everything I could to become a YouTuber, which included working a night shift janitor job while grinding content until I could sustain myself. And then moving in with 4 other roommates in rural England because I guess it was extremely cheap to live there. And I did go to the brink of homelessness multiple times, but I did also pick up minimum wage jobs to sustain myself. But never have I put myself in a position to where I would spend thousands of dollars to maybe stand in front of a big streamer who could potentially give me an opportunity. Yeah, I didn't do that to myself. Which brings us to the auditions. Those were fascinating, to say the least. Like, I'm sure you can guess the route that lots of people kind of went, which is basically just yelling in a manic episode, I guess, and jumping on furniture, because it seems like way too many people did that.
Let's go, baby! That's that! Brother, I'm great, baby. How you doing? Different. Mr. Mance? Say your man hop on over side. Get out, bruh! Get out! No, like, get out! Get out! Yeah. Get out!
It's just nincompoopery.
Let's get out!
One creator by the name of Big Loaf decided to do the same thing, but also wanted to add some flair to it and strip in his audition and was almost immediately thrown out.
My boy! KC3! Talk to me! Oh! KC3!
He seems perfect for it. He gets naked and starts twerking on his desk.
Decline.
Decline.
Let's go, gang! I can get it drawn. You got denied.
I guess his thought process was get into Kai's Streamer University auditions and go viral.
I mean, good shot, just a windy day. Truth be told, I like, is it insane to say that I could have easily seen Kai Cenat approve that?
I guess because he's probably understood what the odds of actually getting into the university were. And if he just went all out in the audition, that could get him some more attention than, you know, trying to be serious and not get.
That's actually a really good take, right? Because if you just go insane in the audition, that's arguably more publicity than getting into Streamer University and doing nothing. Not a bad idea, not a good one either.
In. Who knows?
It was 2,000 people there that did the same exact thing. Oh, I've been grinding. I've been doing this. Check out my Twitch. Yeah, I've been working hard. No, that's not gonna cut it, bro. That's not how the internet works, and that's not how it works, bro. You gotta do that's gonna stand out. I always been a nigga that always been different, bro.
So I guess that was one way of doing it, and others tried to use God to guilt Kai into accepting them.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now, just like accept me if you love God.
Okay. What? What if I deny you?
You don't love God.
Again, yeah, that's one way of doing it. But regardless, it's safe to say
Also, good shot, just a windy day. I could have seen that easily working.
the people who did make it in, they had a lot to say. And they even went on as far to say it was rigged and that no one who auditioned.
Yeah, there definitely was some nepotism there. Like, I saw Ron and Lacey were just invited because they're already big streamers, which, I mean, makes sense. But if they're occupying spots that the new people could have had, I think that's a little bit unfair.
Even stood a chance.
Oh, so after exposing Streamer University, now they want to give me an acceptance letter. Now Kai's management, Kai's actual management, and Kai DM me, but in order to get
This is AI.
in, I gotta delete all the facts that I dropped. After doing all the research that I did,
This is AI.
it come to find out 70% of these kids are kids and nephews and nieces of the people who run Twitch and are board members, people even too.
What are you talking about?
Sponsors that he has and all.
What is this guy talking about at all? What are you yelling about? Stop. Chill.
For clothes and all these other things, bro. It was rigged. It's all rigged.
Yeah,
It's all
unfortunately
rigged.
for him, that's just not true because let's be real here. Look at the numbers. Total applicants, over 1 million people. Accepted students, about 120 creators, which puts the acceptance rate below 0.012%. Clearly, a whole lot of people are not going to be getting it. For
Right.
context, Harvard University's acceptance rate is 4.2%. I wonder how many people use bots to send in applications. I also wonder, what if you charged like $50 to $100 per application?
Yeah, that would have been better.
That would be a good way to, I guess, riddle out potential spam, make the pool a little bit smaller, and then you could...
That would drastically shrink the size of the pool. I wouldn't be surprised if it went from like 1 million applicants down to 50,000 for a $100 fee. I do think you have to paywall this for sure. If you're not, you're just going to get so much bloat and so many just clowns and buffoonery, which might be to some extent what he wants. But if I'm making a Streamer University, I actually want people that are serious about it, that aren't just relying on loud equals funny humor to go viral. And I would definitely make a premium charge for those trying to apply.
use what he raised from the applications to, I don't know, book or rent this crazy school for the project. Wait, let's see. How much does it cost to apply to Harvard? $90. I don't know. I'm just creatively trying to think of ways to get his acceptance rate a little bit higher. Because, I mean, 0.012% is just brutal. But hey, when school started, however, surprise, surprise.
Well, I just think that's because of the acceptance rate is bad just because of how many people applied.
More people clashed, complained, and damaged their reputation, all for 15 minutes of fame or a viral clip or something like that, or just attempting to get a viral clip. I mean, watching the Streamer University was kind of like watching a school where a majority of the people there had main character syndrome and everything was about them and what kind of clips they could get. Because like for so many streamers, it doesn't really matter what happens on the stream as long as they can get some sort of viral clip, which is why clipping culture has made streaming so much more toxic. But someone who was at the center of some of the controversy was Lacey. And this is due to the fact that I guess he tore his ACL and was using a wheelchair to get around.
Streamer, you hero!
Why is that controversial?
I come! Handicap coming through! Everybody, handicap coming through!
And I'm not saying that he was the one causing problems. He did have that moment where he kissed a dude to attend a girl's sleepover or something like that. But I guess the main thing that involved Lacey that caused some controversy was actually due to the fact that people kept feeling the need to try to rip him from his wheelchair
This is just assault. There is no content that is assault that is justified because it's content.
And run off with his wheelchair for content.
Something like that. Hey, bro, come on. Come on. Dean! Come on, Dean. Come on, Dean.
I mean, they're probably both faking it though.
Dean! You can't take us.
He might be playing it up. That's my guess.
I'm trying to. Dean!
So obviously he can still walk, but you know, one wrong move with a torn ACL and it's game over.
I would rip a mean lawsuit there though. I'd rip a mean lawsuit, bro. If I'm Lacey and then Kai Cenat pulls up on me and rips me out of my fucking wheelchair, I'm suing that little gremlin.
So when university student Paybay took it a little further.
Who the fuck is Paybay, bro? They're just making these new people.
Started pulling his leg while he yelled for her to stop. Viewers immediately started flooding her stream with criticism.
I need it. Get out. Get the out.
Yeah, this is definitely over dramatized, but I want to see this chick and what she does. Is she like kicking these down? If she does.
Stop.
Wow, that seems definitely more like a legitimate cry in pain.
And then she had
leave my goat alone, stupid bitch.
The nerve to try and blame him for the negative reaction, only making her just look even worse.
You're right, but you have an influence.
You can go back in the VOD.
But you can say something to have an influence.
Guess what I did say? I said, guys, don't send her hate. She didn't know. That's what I said.
But you continue to talk about it, and then when I come over here...
You have no brain. Your brain is gone.
I'm not going to apologize no more after this, though.
Look at that fraud. Book that fraud, bro. What does she think? Like, oh, yeah, I did something wrong and I got hate. I didn't know I was doing something wrong, though, so I don't deserve the hate. And she demands an apology from him? The dude who she assaulted? Right.
It is what it is. Kudos with her. Rage had pulled Lacey out of his wheelchair, and I was like,
two wrongs don't make it right. Two wrongs don't make it right.
Like, oh, let me take this nigga's shoe. And I guess I was like hurting him, so I'm just apologizing.
Like, can I be mean, or is this mean, or is this a fact? I don't think this woman is going to be a top streamer. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if this is how we're starting, I don't think it's a good upward trajectory path.
Because I didn't mean to. But I honestly thought like
I mean, they've been throwing him out that wheelchair, running around with his wheelchair.
What? You live streamed yourself being a moron. Why are you angry at someone else for your own actions that got you some backlash? It doesn't make sense. But I guess another notable moment where someone just made themselves look like a total moron was when the streamer, the Mighty BA, pulled an allegedly $300 Pokemon card and immediately bent and tore it up, despite it belonging to his roommate, Keem.
You like Pokemon? Yeah, I love Pokemon. Bro, hold on. No. Yo! That's an SIR! That's an SIR! That's a big hit! No, you're bending it! No. You're bending it! No. That's an SIR! No. What are you doing? What did I do? Why would you bend this card? Is that bad? What are you doing? I didn't know that's bad. He bent the Jolteon SIR! So...
Like, what a fucking loser. Like, this poor guy gets this Pokemon card, bro. He Asian, too. This means something to him. This means something to him, man. Come on. I think he'd be justified. This Asian guy would be justified in sliming this dude out. Legitimately. This is when you have to channel the samurai of your ancestors, if that's the Asian flavor you are, and put this guy to sleep.
I didn't know that's bad. He bent the Jolteon SIR! So, is that bad? Yes, bro!
Fucking loser. Is that bad? Fuck you.
Oh, you can't hit this card. It's impossible to hit. Sorry.
You suck.
I'll give you another one. Here, you can take mine. Because that was low-key your Jolteon because I grabbed it off your bed. I'll give you my Pokemon. How about that?
Dude is like, fuck you.
I mean, anything.
This doesn't make me happy. Like, am I the only one who genuinely gets like a visceral anger whenever shit like that happens? Like, I don't even have anything to say that's funny or witty about that interaction. That is just an evil thing to do to someone for no reason. Like, does chat even like that? Does it? If you have an audience, like, I'll tell you what, it's a lose-lose. If they are mad at you ripping the card, which they should be mad, then your audience hates you. If they aren't mad at you ripping the card, which is bad, that's really bad because now you have an insane audience who wants horrible shit to happen and you have to up the ante. Now you have to do something 10 times worse than ripping a Pokemon card, like ripping a baby out of its stroller and yeeting it off of a building and watching it splatter. It's a lose-lose.
For the clip, I guess. Like, dude essentially just tore up a PS5. For what? Tensions between them got so bad to the point that Keem physically tackled the mighty BA, held him down on his bed, and yelled at him to stop patting his head.
Getting painted, bro. Stop it, Keem.
Wait, did he rip a hollow?
Yo, love you, Keem.
One of your fans, y'all. Always don't ever pat my head again. Okay? I'm sick and tired of bull. Yeah, I got
Do they have police or security guards on campus? Because they definitely need them.
again. I'm not your son.
I mean, the whole Streamer University, again, is just such a interesting social experiment because you have a bunch of main characters live streaming every hour of the day, pretty much, interacting with each other. And all of them are trying to clip farm each other. But by the end of Streamer University, the mighty BA was feeling, I guess, so down due to his perception that he got a little pep talk from Ludwig, urging him to really think about what kind of creator he wanted to be.
Today been rough? The past 4 days been kind of rough.
This whole event's been pretty rough, right?
Really, it has.
What has made it difficult? I'm sure your expectations coming in were a lot different than what you actually experienced.
What made it difficult was my actions, actually. That's what made it difficult.
So, like, how do you feel? Like, what are you going to take away? What's your plan now?
What's my plan from here is to flip it and to not do the things that I did.
Yeah, there was definitely no shortage of rage baiting, obnoxious, poorly behaved streamers on.
Isn't it like a little too late though? Because this is how you get your jump start off of this rage bait content that people don't like to watch if they're not insane people. And so it's like the audience that you do get are insane people. Now you have to just like rug pull that audience and then give good. It's just like you just pigeonhole yourself from the jump. You don't want to be audience captured to be a nuisance because then you have to keep upping the ante and eventually get arrested and you commit a crime like Jack Doherty, right? Jack Doherty from the jump made the mistake of being the hateable streamer and tried to rage bait everybody who he saw. And so eventually, one rage bait isn't enough. Then you have to, do something illegal. Then you have to get into a car crash. Then you have to get arrested for pimping out your girlfriend and having, illegal Adderall prescription on you. It's like, you can't be the kind of guy who is known for doing that shit because you will always have to up the ante. You'll always have to outshine yourself and do something more ridiculous for content. Like, say what you want about Asmongold. Like, he gets to sit in his room all day and react to videos while drinking Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper, and he can make literally like $2 to $5 million a month in raw revenue from that. Right? And he doesn't have to go out in public and scream words and harass people. That's a pretty good situation in the streaming world, right? A lot of people have to get out of bed and run around, some giant cities, screaming shit, starting fights, getting drunk, and maybe that's fun. And if that's how you want to live, then that's how you want to live. Maybe you view that as like a privilege, not a burden. But I would say that, having to do less and being able to entertain people doing less is probably a privilege. Like, look at Joe Bartolozzi. He's another good example. When he goes out in public and does stuff, it's because he wants to. It's on his own accord, and his audience doesn't need him to chimp out or do anything crazy.
Campus. I mean, just by acting like a decent human might be the way to actually set yourself apart from the rest of this group here. Because a lot of these creators just seem to care about getting viral clips, and they weren't even considering the damage that it could really do to their own careers before, I guess, they started getting some backlash. But I guess Kai does,
because they don't really have careers yet, so they don't even know what to reference when you say that they're going to damage it.
Does kind of endorse this kind of behavior by handing out awards for things like worst behaved. Once again, just putting someone on a pedestal and giving them more attention because they were being the most disrespectful, I guess.
The worst behavior award goes to...
Why would that be an award? Literally, you're just breeding the behavior that you then, I guess, want to criticize as a reason for why you don't want to do this event again. If you don't want to do Streamer University again, maybe a reason why is because you are having to deal with behavior that you claim to not like while also rewarding it.
Bilzo. Get your ass up there.
Bilzo?
I don't know. It is definitely
who the fuck is Bilzo?
An interesting social experiment. And Kai does this even though that he has the same complaint that people just don't know the difference between content and being disrespectful.
In my opinion, I feel like I'm going to expel somebody.
You breed this sort of behavior, man. You promote it.
Somebody today. I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm going to expel somebody today because I have to now set an example to make people understand that there's a difference between making content and then disrespecting.
But hey, that being said, he's already announced Streamer University 2027, except next year, apparently it's happening in Europe. So the question then is, how many American streamers are going to be spending thousands of dollars on flights and I guess not make it and then complain next year? I guess we kind of have to wait and see. One thing I do believe is extremely important though is if you're one of those creators who tried to get into Streamer University and you didn't get in, please don't let that discourage you. Again, you saw...
Yeah, you don't need to get into Cenat Streamer University to jumpstart your streaming career. Just start streaming, right? One day or day one of streaming, just do it. Legitimately be consistent, be a good content creator, be good at your job. Eventually things either will go your way way, or they won't go your way. And if they don't go your way, then that's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, streaming is a cool job, but you will find something that you are passionate about, and you will do it, and you will live happily ever after. Or you won't, and you maybe get hit by a car or a bus or something bad happens, and then in that case you don't. But, you know, whatever. I don't know. Maybe the cards fall where they may or something. Anyway, that's about it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.